I'm Jeffrey McLean, local from this area. We're going to go out to some of the people we've been reaching out to, try to meet with a few other of the locals that are hard to get out to and reach to. We've been taking supplies to, horse feed, water, medical supplies, down in the lower part of the county, and we're going to go see how that turns out. You've got it in there.
Yeah. You said you're fourth generation here?
Yeah, at least, maybe more than that.
You're rock. So how'd you get plugged in with these guys?
One of the ladies from the town came and grabbed us and was like, if you need something, these are your go-to guys. They know the locals. They can get you more locals that are trustworthy. Because you can't just have anybody coming in here grabbing generators and chainsaws because they'll be gone. Mm-hmm. So like high dollar items that we know people need to help get other families out, they kind of put us on the list to help get that stuff out to people.
So y'all haven't really even been doing anything with the government?
No, the government's not. FEMA, they've just been supposed to meet us twice now, and they just called and canceled again. Said it could be 2 to 3 months before we hear from them.
Have they primarily been in Asheville?
Yeah, and now Asheville was hit hard. My daughter lives in Asheville. Mm-hmm. She just moved there. She works with the U.S. Forest Service, and she just she came up here because she had a tree go through her house, and the Forest Service gave her a few days off to help volunteer up here until they got a little bit cleaned up down there. But she'll head back tomorrow to go resume her job down in Asheville. I'm so tired.
What's it like in the past 2 weeks?
I don't really remember a whole lot of it. It's just getting stuff to people. We had one child with a lot of disabilities, and the officials told us we were looking at 3 days to get the bridge open, and Mike Eggers and Steve Gillen, their families, they've got lots of heavy equipment. They all pitched in, and anybody that could drive a truck, and started about 3 o'clock that afternoon, and by midnight they drove the first tandem dump truck across the bridge so that we could get propane into the family.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty amazing that, like, yesterday when I was going out, just the self-efficiency I saw with people. Like, I even saw like a little 12-year-old girl with her grandfather, like, helping him excavate their yard and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had one crew down here working. We'll cross the bridge in a few minutes down in Heaton, and they came in and told them that they weren't licensed to work on the NC roads, this, that, and the other. Threatened to arrest them if they didn't get off the equipment. And all they were doing was trying to just build a path for access to get people with handicap needs or medical needs in and out. That river down through there, that was just trees. You couldn't even see that. It's completely destroyed now. Some more down here.
So the places that we're going, you said that both of their homes got wiped out?
Yeah, they were my rental houses, and you can't even see a foundation. The river rerouted itself, and the bridge clogged up and took foundations. It just cut a path, probably 15, 20 foot deep where the houses were. It's a sad deal. One of them's a police officer with the Avery County Sheriff's Department, and he lost everything he had. His cars, they're trying to pull one of his trucks out right now. We'll get to see it when we get down here in a minute. But he still has yet to ask anyone for any help at all.
Wow. Well, like, the insurance companies, are they going to help at all, or?
But no, unless you have flood insurance, they will not cover anything.
So what are most of these people going to do?
They're moving in campers right now if they've got them.
Hmm.
I've got a friend of mine that works at the local food line. Him and his family's sleeping in a church in Roan Mountain right now. But the community, they'll pull together. They'll help each other out, make things work. We'll do house raisings, whatever we have to do to get people back in a home. The hard part right now, winter's coming. I mean, as nice as it is today, but I think Wednesday it's supposed to be 27 degrees. Things are getting ready to change quick. That's why we're trying to get heaters and heat sources into people that still do have a home that don't have gas or electricity. So that Starlink's been a big help. People that didn't have any. That was another problem with the cell service going down, which that's going to happen with anything. People didn't have any kind of contact to get a hold of loved ones or anything to be able to check on people. This church right here, Eaton Church, water went completely through it. This stretch of road through here.
Those water levels were running all the way up.
Yeah, and then it was in this old store, the old Eaton store. My dad's 82 years old. They used to come down here, barter and trade, get stuff down here. There's another old store. He said, it's not, he remembers the flood before. It was more 2 years afterwards. But he said he remembers being 7 and 8 years old, and the river's looking like this in the late 40s. Said it was the exact kind of damage in the 40s when this happened. This is a Elk River Falls Fishing Club through here. It was just beautiful black rocks, trees all the way down to the edge, and now it looks like something you'd see in Colorado. Just big rocks and boulders. New house right up here on the right that was built to code above the 100-year floodplain, and it's fell down on its side. The roads are the major issue now.
So like them collapsing?
Yeah, they're doing a good job getting them put back.
Would you say this is like the worst area right now?
You're getting ready to see the worst. This is nothing.
This is nothing?
This is nothing to what you're getting ready to see. Your mind's gonna be blown when we get down on this lower end. And it's only a mile and a half from where we were right there, where I pulled off the road. It shoots down through this valley. And we'll have to go around through Elk Park and go down, but just even a mile and a half from there, Curtis Creek back up there, it was terrible. Down on the lower end of the county towards Spruce Pine, as you get down towards Spruce Pine, Mitchell County, Yancey County, the destruction down there, I hadn't been there personally, but just the destruction I've seen is complete. It looks like an atomic bomb went off. You get down below Spruce Pine, from what I was told and from what I've seen, the count it isn't even close to what the North Carolina count's coming up as. But it's so hard with, I don't know how much I can say, I don't want to be gruesome, but with what's going on, it's hard to identify one from the other. I wasn't down in that area personally doing that part, but just some of the stuff that I know has come up. It's come from very credible sources, I guess I should say, that's actually been there. When we get down here, you'll start to see just.
We'll be on this left or right, or just everywhere?
Do what?
We'll just be everywhere?
Yeah, and a lot of it they've started cleaning up, but it's just, a lot of it, it's gone. I mean, you can't even tell anything was there. They're going to cut the parking brake off.
Oh shit!
This is the one that insurance ain't going to pay them for.
In the flood. What does the layout look like before?
It was like a motorcycle club's campground. I've probably got video and picture of it also.
How y'all doing? Griffin. Nice to meet you.
Because the names don't tell anything.
Not for here.
I can't even remember his name. What's your name again?
Griffin.
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 Now, what are you doing?
Trying to get this truck out.
What are you doing, sweetheart?
Now,
Y'all wore out.
I'm alright right now. I went down to Mom and Dad's this morning.
Oh yeah, he's a good one. Talk about. Your mom and dad.
I don't talk.
I know, but you don't even he don't have to get video of you. You can just give him an idea. You can talk beside him.
Yeah, any insight that
Just insight, kind of, and what you guys have seen.
Hey, he was with me the night we got him out in that truck. He's a good talker.
y'all got someone out of a truck?
No, we had to take
evacuate a whole road.
yeah, we got 10 people out of
in a
it.
high water truck.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was up over the fucking
Hand me
window.
my phone.
And it sits. The truck itself's 10 feet tall.
Gosh,
Did you get that stuff to him?
I did, buddy.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you very
No,
much.
that was from Joe. So.
You behaving?
Hey, you have to go up there. We got a lot of shit
Everybody needs to have that.
done up there. So. Oh, shit up there.
I get. So where was that?
Montby Road in Altamont.
So that was a full. Is that a bus?
No, it's what do they call that thing? LMTV or something like that. It's a high water. The Army uses it.
All I know is
The county's got one.
I'll have to call.
So how'd you get the 10 people in it?
Drove that thing in there, pretty much.
How far is that from here?
Yeah. How far? 20 minutes? 25? There's a TikTok on it I can send to Jeff and he can send to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So this is y'all's property right
No, this is the Ghost Riders clubhouse, but that's his truck that was parked. It's Buster's truck that was up there at his house.
So where was his house?
See the greenhouse?
Down there?
Yeah, right there.
Uh-huh.
To the right of it, in the same area.
So I went from there all the way down to here.
Yeah, he's got another one, probably half a mile down the road with the car.
Whose car is that?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Buster's, that Chips, where was it? It was sitting right there at the gate, wasn't
It
it?
was sitting where the Subaru's out.
look just like that.
Here you go. This'll.
Yeah, he's a pretty girl.
Alright, so what you're looking at, that's the bridge you came across there.
Mm-hmm.
That greenhouse is there. There was a stilt house there and another one there. Alright.
We don't come out yet. Yeah, we might need drugs though.
This is where we are. Okay.
Yeah. This is from the opposite direction. This is looking back. But there's the greenhouse. That's where my house was, and that's where the stilt house was, and that's the bridge. That's the first couple of days is where it.
I mean, the house moved. Everything was
House
So-
moved probably 30 or 40 feet.
That bridge you drove across. That was the bridge you drove across after the first day.
What is that in the middle? Is that a
Trees. Look, we're up on the bridge.
that safe was and they redid it?
Yep.
All these were just laying right there.
Okay.
But we're still missing a Roethlisberger jersey that we.
Y'all found his jerseys down the road? The
I don't
river?
know where he found these.
They found some of them.
When it gets back from being hurt, I
Not
think
in.
that'll be a big one.
Is that your high school jersey?
Yeah.
Where'd they find it? Down the river?
Yeah, like down past the last bridge.
I really do. That's gonna be a big spark when he comes back.
5 miles,
Oh, shit.
4 miles.
2.5-ish? Yeah, 2.5-ish.
This was the garage where they kept the tractor, tools, that kind of stuff. That, well, you can see it's gone. There used to be a Starlink on a post in the middle of that right there. That's the only way they could get internet down here was with the Starlink. Hey, Buster. Buster. Come show, where was your house exactly right here?
There were at poles coming out of the ground.
With a pole? Okay. We have a kitchen here, a living room, a loft, a bedroom, a wood stove, and a bathroom. Well, it was. It's not anymore, but it's kind of the layout of the house here, and it just rerouted itself through here.
So it
And-
blocked up right there.
yeah, that bridge, all this stuff that's piled up was under that bridge, and when that blocked up, the river rerouted and went on this side. Water's never been in it before. Went through that house. This was the garage where they kept the tractor, tools, that kind of stuff. That, well, you can see it's gone. There used to be a Starlink on a post in the middle of that right there. That's the only way they could get internet down here was with the Starlink. Hey, Buster. Buster. Come show, where was your house exactly right here?
There were at poles coming out of the ground.
With the poles? Okay. We have a kitchen here, a living room, a loft, a bedroom, a wood stove, and a bathroom. Well, it was. It's not anymore, but it's kind of the layout of the house here, and it just rerouted itself through here.
So it blocked up right there.
Yeah, that bridge, all this stuff that's piled up was under that bridge, and when that blocked up, the river rerouted and went on this side.
Out here.
Yeah.
And there's another one walking around on the far corner of the property. But some kind of way where this river got so bad coming through Avery County. And this is the first 90 in it. This is the first big bend it has with all the momentum it brought all the way from the top of the mountain.
I haven't seen anything like this.
No, I hadn't either. I really hadn't either. I've been around a lot, and today's the first day Buster's been off, and I finally got to come help him with this. And I'm like you, like I got real emotional coming down here because
There's no words. I
No.
walk in, like we're going down there and pulling the car, and I want.
There's nothing left.
But there's,
Yeah, that was kind of a sideshow to what we've actually been doing all day, but no, there's nothing left. Nothing. Like, being somebody actually from here that used to walk down through here to go fishing and stuff, this is not what it's supposed to look like. Like, this is, Buster's house was right there, like everything's just, it's
yeah, he said it was between those trees, right?
pretty much, yeah.
No storm can do this. Right there.
Wadded up in there. This was his sister and brother-in-law's house. They've got 2 twins. I don't think they have the heart to come back, so he's gonna try to salvage it. Or told me water would get in this house. I mean, you see how far the river is from it. I would
Yeah,
have
because the river's.
bet my life on it that water would never get in this house. And this, let's see. This is the old part of the house. And it's close to, I guess it's close to 100 years old. Maybe, I mean, it's old, and the water never been in here. So, and you can tell they cleaned some of it up now, but when the water got up that fast, they had to skid out. Like the refrigerator smells awesome.
Yeah.
It's good smell. And I guess it came all the way through here. But yeah, they grabbed whatever they could and got out. And they were really clean people too.
I was about to say, it's a nice house.
They were, for an older house, I mean, they kept it, it was spotless in here.
The fish survived.
They did. Was
That's crazy. So out of all of this, these fishes, and a turtle.
Oh yeah.
There's a turtle in there too.
This is kind of like a living room. That was a junk room. This was like a gaming room. Yeah,
This was a
stuff in here.
pretty clean.
They're good in there. They might be able to salvage it. So that is one plus for the day.
Yeah.
That's one we didn't lose.
Half full or half empty?
Yeah.
You look at half full.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's alive. People don't realize they drive through Banner Oak and think everything's okay, or they drive through, like Newland got hit pretty hard, but it was in the streets. Flood damage in the buildings, but not that many houses gone. There was some on the lower end of Newland, like behind the cruise through that. Some of those areas that stuff did get pushed away, and but nothing as dramatic as this is down here. But when you fly the drone down here, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see the damage.
That's a good.
You know, I mean, most of it's just dirt now. So.
Yeah, we was cleaning up good,
What
let me
color
shut
are
up,
they?
wasn't we?
Paul was.
I was kicking ass. I heard everybody start talking.
And it was 3 days before he could get
Kind
a
of
hold
wild,
of
boy, blessed
anybody.
me to get a job back.
So he had no
So
idea.
he's got the thoughts running through his
Yes.
mind.
Because I live here with my family, and our mom lives here. So he couldn't get a hold of either one of us.
So he like,
Yes, he said I was fixing to start walking if I had to get to you, just to see if you were still there. It was scary.
I'm so sorry.
So, but we survived it. Now we just gotta rebuild. Crazy.
Yep. Of course, I live over across now. But Dad,
They
he's
lost
He lives, still in
everything.
3 mile, so but he's good. The
So
some of his storage units over there.
here is the water line.
At Joe House.
That's how high it got.
Mhm.
Pulling them out.
Yeah.
It's like 8,
So-
9 feet. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's all from there, so it's probably even higher.
Mhm.
Oh, Dustin got something out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
that's great. You know what they sell
one of the
motorcycles?
rooms, it
Selling
actually
motorcycles now?
splashed up
At
and
Gra-
touched
at
the
Grumpy's
ceiling.
Customs,
Right, yeah. Okay,
There's-
right past Mall.
that one you can see really well.
Yep, that's Dad's building that they rent out there, but those are his motorcycles that they have for sale.
They've done counters.
It's the flag that they had on their front
I
porch,
can't. It's on your
and
mouth.
his landlord found it and put it where the bridge used to be.
Yeah, this is
Someone
my
actually sent me a picture
my
of
ride
that.
along today.
That's
Someone
my
else-
son's
Hello,
flag
Mom. How you doing?
off of his
Paul
front
Taylor.
porch.
Nice to-
Access road in back around that way now. It's crazy.
At least they got an upgrade.
Yeah. Got a little bit of steel sticking in there now. They used to be those old wooden ones.
Mm-hmm. Good though.
Yeah. They've not found anything wrong with like the structure itself. This is the only room that just got a little bit of water and nothing was messed with. So
Tile.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one room.
So who's been doing all the construction for y'all?
Baptist Mission Association.
Associate.
Yeah, they're tearing it out, but they can't repair. They, so. But
Finishing all the restoration work?
yes. So at least they're doing this part. I mean. So this is the living room.
So So they had to take out all this floor. How
Yeah.
high of water did y'all get
A
in here?
foot this end, 4 foot down on the other end, and they're taking out. They had to. It got so deep with the mud and the water, so they were able to go through the end of the house where it busted the block that way, but then this way they're having to cut the floor and go through because the mud's so deep.
Is this probably where they got hit the worst in y'all's house? or-
Nope, on down that way. This part's the better part. But they have to take all the HVAC, all the ducting, everything out. So
So who will help? Do you know who's going to help rebuild it, or it's just figuring out as
insurance
they
is
go?
denied everything. FEMA offered $11,000.
That's what he was saying. He was supposed to meet with FEMA today,
Yeah.
and they canceled. And
They're a
they
joke.
offered him-
Outside, so they were able to go under the house. It's pretty open on this end right now.
Is this where he got hit first?
It through the kitchen windows, which is right there. It busted all the block around there and all through here. So it came across the river right there and took out our barn and our carport, swimming pool, playground, and then 2 storage buildings and all 5 cars.
All 5 cars?
Yep.
How far down were the cars?
Oh, they were just wrapped in the
In the
trees.
trees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all done a job though, getting it cleaned out.
Do what?
I said everybody's done a job getting it cleaned
Yeah,
out.
yeah. If it gets a little worse this way, they still can't get. They're gonna cut all this out tomorrow and try to get some more mud. And like, so all the ductwork just full of mud and water. So all that's gonna be cut out. And then it gets worse this way. Really done a whole lot this way yet. Dirt and mud. They had to cut these steps out too.
He said 4 to 5 feet of mud.
Yeah. Well, you can see on the windows how
So how they excavate all that out here? Do they have like?
this
Bobcats
part they
or
use a
anything?
skid steer, and there we use shovels.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
I don't know what day are we on? Like day 15? I don't know. We've
Yeah,
worked. We've worked from daylight till dark
Oh.
every day. So
Wow. I'm so sorry. I mean, there's no words.
and then this side had sand as high as the roof, like in mounds right through here, and they've brought in dump trucks and just keep loading it and keep taking it out. And then the hemlocks were full all the way to the bottom, so you couldn't see none of these houses. And what happened is all the debris, including our barn and all that stuff, just got up against all the trees and made like a big 7-foot wall. Then it pushed all the water back, so we got hit forward and backwards.
So then it's like a pool.
Yes. Because my husband's car, there was a rock and a tree right here.
Mhm.
It was sitting in it, and it was to the headliner.
I don't have words.
I know. And I'll show you where it came in over here. This is just water. The water line came off from the camper a minute
Was
ago.
this all grass before? or
Oh,
was it-
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have anywhere that wasn't grass. We had a little pond right here. And then we had a pond in the front yard with koi fish. This is the HVAC platform. And it should go over there at that opening.
So it was all like that before.
Yeah, and then it hit right here and busted out through the middle. But over on, we used to have a driveway at the end right here below the rocks that would go out probably 20 foot and went all the way up to the end of the road where those big beams are. And then there was a bank with trees. Then there was the river. But now it's just the river.
It's amazing how fast did the water rise?
It started about 9:30 on that Friday morning, and by 12:30 it had been here and was already going back down. Because we could hear the bridge up there, and when it busted through, it just came through that fast.
How did y'all get out?
We ran over on the hill and sat.
It's right up there.
Mhm.
So y'all literally.
We were in the driveway when it happened, and we hurried and got across the road and just sat over there.
How long did you have to sit over there?
Gosh, what time was it? 2:30, 3 o'clock before we were able to get back over just to walk around and see how bad it was. It was a while.
Did y'all have that camper here?
No, some friends brought it. There was a girl here from Philadelphia. We've had people from Pittsburgh. I mean, just people from Florida was here today. So, I mean, we've had so many people come in to help. One little spot stayed.
Was that cross there?
Yeah. It didn't budge it.
Didn't touch it.
No.
Wow.
That and, I mean, it was bringing like whole trees. That little apple tree up there in the corner I planted in the spring.
Didn't touch it?
Didn't touch it. It's still there. I was like, how? Whenever it's bringing big old trees through, but that little apple tree.
That's a cold joke.
I was like, wow.
All their lives to have something. It's all,
When was that?
yeah, all gone in a minute.